Hello students, today we are going to start our next chapter, which is linear inequalities. Linear inequations or linear inequalities. Now, linear. Why do we call an expression or an equation a linear? Linear is an expression or equation in which the degree of the variable is 1. The highest power of the variable which is used in this equation will be 1. We can have only x or only y, right? But they will never come together as they add up to 2. So we have linear inequalities. So the highest power involved here is 1 only. And what is the meaning of the word inequalities? Inequality, see, in an equation is something when we have something on LHS, something in RHS, right hand side. And then we have equal to sign means the constituents on the left and the right add up to or they give the same result. So then they are equal to. Now inequalities involve the usage of symbols less than, equal to, greater than, and greater than equal to. They are not exactly equal. In this kind of equations, we always get a particular solution in terms of like x is this value, let's say minus 2 by 3. Since it is a linear equation, we will have exactly one solution to this. In quadratic, we have two solutions. The degree is 2, we will get two values of x. I hope you must know all these things from junior classes. So in equations, we get the value of the variable exactly one solution. But when we are solving it for inequalities, inequalities will give us an area or you can say an interval, which represents the solution, right? So like you can say x belongs to this interval, minus infinity to 2. That means x will take all the values 2 to negative infinity. So it will not give you only a single value of x. It will give you a range or an interval in which the value of x can lie. Because if we are taking greater than means there are so many numbers greater than 5. We have infinite numbers. So all of them can satisfy this inequality. So this is the first thing. The answer can be in the form of, it will always be in the form of an interval. You can plot it on a number line and you can write it as a form of interval, whether it is closed, semi-closed or open. So let's start doing this question. Most of the rules of this chapter are exactly same that we had learned in linear equations, apart from one or two where we will be dealing with negative signs of the coefficients, right? So let us start with a question. 2x minus 4 is less than equal to 0. There are a few important points that you need to take care of that I'll be telling you while doing questions. So put implies that at the beginning. Now, what do we do in an equation? We keep the variable at one side and take the rest of the things to the other side. So I am keeping 2x here. This negative 4 goes to the right hand side and it becomes positive 4. This is the same rule that you have learned in linear equations, nothing else. Now, ultimately, we have to find the value of x. So we have to remove 2 from left hand side. Now 2 is in multiplication. When it goes to the right hand side, it goes into division, right? So what do we get? X is less than or equal to 2. So this was all the rules I have used here. They were same as we had learned to solve linear equations. Now how to express the answer? This you have got. First of all, I am expressing this answer on a number line. Right? One thing you have to learn, the value of x is 2. So circle 2. If you have equal to sign along with less than or greater than, you have equal to sign, then you darken that circle, the point you have marked. right? Now check whether we have to go to left of it or to right of it. X is less than or equal to 2. So x can be 2 also. Equal to 2 means the value of 2 is included here. So we have darkened it. And all the values which are less than 2. That means you have to go to the left. For less than, we go to the left. And there is no limit to the extension to the left because we can go up to negative of infinity, right? So this is a presentation of answer of the number line. If we write it in the form of an interval, then x belongs to an interval. You must have learned expressing intervals in the chapter 6. So when we go to the left, infinity, it is minus infinity, and minus infinity is always written as open bracket. Infinity is never closed. 2.2. And since 2 is included, it is closed from this end. Had 2 not been there, then we would have used open interval. But since equal to sign includes 2, that is 2 has to be included. So it is closed interval. So this is the solution of this equation, right? Let me do one more question. Here, I would like to tell you a new rule, which is other than the rules that you have learned till now. This is negative 3x plus 12 is less than 0, right? So the first step is similar. I'm writing it negative 3x is less than 0 minus 12. I took 12 to that side with changing its sign. Now, negative 3x is less than negative 12. Now here comes a point. This is the most important rule you have to learn. When we have a negative coefficient of x, that means x is getting multiplied with a negative number. When we take this negative number to the other side, you have to follow one rule. Instead of taking it to that side, first of all, you have to change the sign of this number. That means you have to make it positive. How can you do that? Multiplying both sides by minus 1. The only purpose is to change the sign. The values will not be changed. So I'm multiplying both the sides of inequality by minus 1. And what is the result of that? When we multiply both the sides with minus 1, the inequality reverses. That means this becomes 3x, this becomes positive 12, right? But the sign of the inequality reverses. This is a rule that you have to learn while dealing with negative coefficients. So the purpose is to make this coefficient positive, right? So we multiply the whole inequality by negative 1 and change the sign of inequality. That's it. Now rest of the part is same. I'm keeping x here, 12 divided by 3. So x is greater than 4. This is the solution, right? If I draw a number line, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So x is greater than 4. Circle 4 first. Now there is only greater than sign, no equal to sign. So we just put the circle but not darken it. Only keep the circle intact. Now what the values are x greater than 4. For greater than 4, we have to take values towards right of this 4. Right? This is how we represent answer on the number line. And when we talk about putting it in a interval, that means we are starting from 4 where 4 is not included. Keep 4 like this in open. And we can go up to infinity. So keep infinity on the right side and it is always in open. So x belongs to this interval. Right? So these were the basic questions. Now I am doing another question which is a bit difficult with fractions involved. Five x minus 2 divided by 3. right? Now we start solving this equation, inequality. You can see that all the three terms have x in them. So we cannot just take it to the left or right. We will solve LHS separately. Implies that 3 and 5. The LCM of 3 and 5 is 15. So this term, 15 divided by 3, the numerator gets multiplied by 5. Here it gets multiplied by 3. Right. Now open this. 5 times 5 is 25x minus 10. Negative 21x plus 9 divided by 15. Greater than this. In linear inequalities, this particular question is not having x terms in denominator, but it is preferred not to use cross multiplication because then it becomes a habit. So always take out everything to the left hand side and keep zeros on the right hand side, right? I will be doing it. 25 minus 21 is 4x. Negative 10 plus 9 is negative 1. So instead of cross multiplying, you just take out this term to the left hand side. Now solve this. This is 4 times 4x minus 1. 15x. This is 16x minus 4, negative 15x. Right? Make it a habit that this you have to learn. When you have a denominator having only a constant term, a constant number, only then take it to right hand side with 0. Like 16x minus 15x, we have x minus 4 over 16 greater than 0. X minus 4. Now you can take this to right hand side and make it 0. That means x is greater than 4. This is the solution of the equation. When you will be dealing with this chapter later on, if you have any x term in the denominator, then you cannot simply take it to the right hand side and make it 0. Then we have a different step. We take individually those values and plot them on line. That is a separate thing which cannot be covered in this video right now. But always make a point that in this chapter, try to avoid cross multiplication. Always bring all the fractions or numerators, all the terms from the right hand side to the left hand side and compare them with 0. Only bring 0 on the right hand side. So doing this way, we have got x greater than 4. This is exactly the same answer like we had done the last question. Now 4 darken, we should not be darkening it because we have only x greater than 4. Greater than means 4 is there, but we will keep bracket open. X is from 4 to infinity. 4 is not included. Numbers greater than 4. So we can circle 4, but not darken it. So this is a solution of this equation. This chapter is quite easy. Just follow 1 or 2 rules. Rest you have already learned in junior classes. So I hope you liked watching this video. If you have any question or you want to take classes, do contact me through our info. Thank you.